Hi Crafty peeps, it's me Mary and I'm back with a fun haul today. I went to Hobby Lobby and Michael's and I wanted to share some items with you that I picked up. And at the end, I also wanted to talk with you a little bit about a Crafty no spend for me. I think you all know it needs to be addressed at some point, so let's go ahead and talk about that a little bit at the end. But first, I wanted to show you the beads that I got at Hobby Lobby. Like I said, I'm trying to get to that strawberry journal. One of the problems has been that I've been purchasing so much that it's keeping me from crafting. So we'll talk about a little bit more about that later, but here's some of the strawberry beads that I got for that journal. I kept passing these up thinking, oh, I can do without them, but they're so pretty. I just wanted a few more of these, so I did pick these up. They were $11.99. They're 40% off, but still a little pricey in my opinion. I did pick up these strawberry beads. They're glass and they're $6.99, 40% off. So these are a little bit more reasonable. Just not quite as blinged out as the other ones, you know. Then I got these $2.49. These are so reasonable and they're very lightweight, which is nice because you don't want a bunch of heavy things on the charm dangle. You want a little bit of a lot of weights. So, and then these are like flocked strawberries and a bunch of different pinks and reds, and yeah, this is a light pink there. These were $3.99. And then a couple different beads that I hadn't seen before. These ones are called 16 millimeter plated acrylic beads. They were $5.99. And my son pointed out to me that these look like the moon. So I thought these would be perfect for a space journal. So I picked those up. And then lastly for the beads, I got these. I hadn't seen these before and they're just gorgeous. I want to learn how to make these. I don't know how long it would take to make these because they are so beautiful. Look at the beadwork on those, the daisies. They were $11.99 for 3 of them, 40% off. But I just thought at the very least, I could try and, well, I'd have to see a YouTube video to make these, but these would be neat to use as sort of like an example when I do watch the YouTube video. So anyway, I thought that these were pretty and I had to pick those up. So I got those beads, a few other things, oh, my kitty fur. A few other things I got at Hobby Lobby. I got these because you guys know those 80s like charm bracelets that we had? They had the whistles on them. And I sort of want to recreate some of those. And so I picked up some of these whistles. They're from the party section, $2.99. I don't think the party section goes on sale. Let me know if you guys know otherwise though, because I would love to get this stuff on sale. So I picked up those. Oh, one more thing from the charm and jewelry area. I got these rain boots for my weather journal that I don't know is in the future somewhere, but it's on my list. $3.99, 40% off. They're just too cute. I kept passing them by and I thought they're not going to have these forever. So I better pick some up while they have them. They're almost like Barbie boots. So if you found some, vintage or even new Barbie boots or shoes, you could use those too. Just punch a hole through them and put a jump ring. In the school aisle, I got these honeycomb pencils. Now, I know that these are big for a journal. They're almost 12 inches long, but I thought I could cut them down like right here and then put the eraser on. Let's use the little eraser and put it down here in the journal. So if you open a spread, you could open up this honeycomb. So let's take a look and see what these look like. I don't really want to tear it apart, so I'll use my handy dandy staple remover. I love using that thing. So let's see what they look like. So these were on sale for 40% off too. They were $5.99. Look how cute this is. This would be so fun to open up a school journal in like in the middle of your spread and have this. So yeah, I could cut it like right here and then just add the eraser part down here a little bit further. That's what I'm thinking anyway. But very cute. I love those. So I'm happy with that. In the gift area, I got these hot pink bows, and they are hot pink. They're so pretty. I got these for the strawberry shortcake journals. I don't know if I'm going to use something this bright, but they were $2.49, and I think that they were 50% off. So I just thought that these were so cute. And I'm going to definitely use them on something else if I don't use them on strawberry shortcake, because I love this pink. Up, and I see another charm jewelry item that I picked up. I got these little candies. I thought these would be good for the Eat Me portion of the Alice in Wonderland story, so I could put these on my journal. Thought that would be fun. Or even a candy themed journal if I decided to do that again. These were $2.99. Of course, they were on sale too, but they're really pretty. I mean, look at the backs. That's even pretty. Okay. I think that that's it for the jewelry. I'm pretty sure anyway. Back to the party section. I got these streamers. I thought that they would be beautiful rosettes. Now I saw Lacey, the Cheeky Bum, haul these, and I thought, oh my gosh, you know, I had never seen them. So I thought I'd pop over and pick some up. And these were not by the streamers. They were in the party section, which is where the streamers are, but they're not exactly in the same area as the streamers. They're by like the construction and race car party supplies. So if you're looking for them, that's where they're at. She also hauled these tickets. They were $3.99. I don't think they go on sale, but I thought that these would be fun to dye, like Kool-Aid dye or even coffee dye or tea dye. So I picked those up, and this whole roll is going to be a great display for my craft room too. Also from the school section, I picked up these jumbo paper clips. They were $1.99. I think it was 40 or 50% off, and you get 12 of them in there. So this is a great deal because you can find these in other areas of the store, and they're much more expensive. I think that you get a different colorway, but I just thought that these were so cool. I love that hot pink in there. And then I did find some clearance stuff at Hobby Lobby. They had the elegant writers on clearance, and I'm so surprised about that. I make the prettiest cards using Anna White's tutorial with these elegant writers. I'll have to show you if you haven't seen it. But these just basically, sorry, I'm losing my words here. I'm stumbling and trying to think of what I should say first. But basically you draw whatever you want onto the paper, and then you put a little bit of water on it, and it bleeds like a firework of colors. It's so pretty. So I love these elegant writers. If you see these, I would pick them up. This one was only 99 cents. And then I picked up this, all the different colors for $4.74 only. These are usually very expensive, so that was a great deal. And then these, you get the different millimeter tips, which is nice, for $3.74. So yeah, if you see these, they're definitely worth it. And I thought I'd try some of these too because they were on clearance. They're zebra pens. I've never had these before. Let me know if you guys have had them and what they're like. I can't wait to see. It says Vivid Ink Precise Writing, 0.4 millimeter ultra fine point. Man, they seem so cool. You know, man, in this room, I have so much paper, and it is so hard for me to find a piece of paper when I want it. It's got to be the craziest thing. Somebody even commented on that before. But let me see. I have these flashcards here. Let's see what these are like. I just want to see. I try not to open things until I put them away because I don't know if I'm going to want to store them in the package or if I'm going to want to take them out, but I need to see these. So you got blue. Oh, and they got the little pen like thing on them, the sticky stuff. Okay. Oh, wow. Yes, these are very pretty. Very easy to write. I mean, you can have a very light hand when you're writing with these. Hi, Paper Peeps. So pretty. Okay, yes, I love these. These are definitely worth the $3.99 that I paid. So if you see these, pick those up. And then I got these too. So these are the zebra again. They're called dot markers in assorted colors for $4.74. So of course we got to open these up, right? It says they were launched in Japan in 2009. Now they're the #1 pastel highlighter. Wow. Okay, let's check these out. Let's try pink. Oh no, let's try orange. Orange will be fun. Can you see where I'm writing here? Let's see. Okay, so you got the dot. Oh, these are so cool. Oh wow, nice. These are pastel. Oh, so pretty. Okay, I really like these. They're mid-liners, mild liners. Okay, very neat. I thought that the dot might be a little bit thicker though. I'm not sure what you're supposed to use these for. It looks like they just dot and doodle with them. But yeah, if you move it around a little bit, you get a better circle. Okay, so there's those. Very neat. Let me put these staples away before they go into the bottom of my foot. Next up, I have some Michaels stuff. I went over to Michaels because I had a $10 voucher. They got me this time because I spent way more than my $10. So let me show you what I got there. I got beads, of course. They were buy 4, get 4, I think, or buy 2, get 2. I got these ones. My son pointed out that they look like a planet, of course. So, and they do. These are so cool. I don't have the prices on these because Michaels stopped putting prices on their products. They just have them on the shelving. So I think that these were all $7.99 though, if I can remember correctly. So I got those. I ordered these online and they sent me the wrong size. So I went and picked up some from the store myself. These are 14 millimeters, so pretty for my strawberry journals. Again, they were $7.99. Then I thought these were so pretty. They're like an olive green color, but they just have this sparkle that is gorgeous. I thought these would be nice for the strawberry journal too, so I got a couple of those because you only get, 5 beads. And then I've seen these there before. I just never picked them up. So I did. I bit the bullet and picked them up. And they're really pretty. They're just all different colors. I've got some really pretty beads lately, and I really like those. And then I picked up these, which were also $7.99. Little lamp work glass beads that are cupcakes. Aren't those cute? Very nicely done too. So I'm really happy with those. And then lastly, I picked up these for the strawberry shortcake journals. There's going to be some strawberry journals and then some strawberry shortcake journals. And I've got a lot of stuff for these. So hopefully I make quite a few journals. So pretty. I just have never really mass-made journals before. And I don't think that I'm going to do that this time either. I think that I'm going to do one at a time or maybe 2 at a time because I just like the way they turn out better. But I like the variety you get. Oh, and one more package of beads here. $7.99 again. And these are glass beads, but they look like sea glass to me. I know that they didn't find these in the ocean, or the lake. They were probably just rock tumbled into this shape. But they're very pretty and they resemble sea glass a lot, and sea glass is pretty hard to come by around here anyway. I did find some stuff on clearance at Michael's, so look around the store. There's a lot of clearance. I found these. They're dowel pins by Creatology, and let me open these. I'm just going to use these to store my trims on. You know, you usually use like a old clothespin or something like that. Oh, it says resealable. Hopefully I don't cut that off. Sometimes I do. Oops. So yeah. So I'm just going to use these. Oh, I didn't cut it enough. There we go. To put my trims on. But you could of course use these to make little dolls. I think I've seen people do that before. But I think that I might even throw these in a pot of tea or coffee or something too, to make them sort of older looking. But you get 24 pieces in there for $2, so I thought that was a good deal. And then lastly, I saw this. I don't know if this was the best deal or not. It was $17. It says at one point it was $40. But you get a lot of nice tools in here for the $17. You hear my kitty in the background. Sorry about that. He really wants in the room. But I don't know. I just really like all the tools. I do have a couple of them, but I definitely don't have this big scraper. I have the little one. I think I have this one, but I don't have any of these. So I wanted to give those a go and see what they were like. So I got this for $17. Now, let's talk a little bit about spending. I have really been on a kick lately. I don't know what it is, because usually summer I sort of slow down a little bit and stay outside. But lately I have been just spending like crazy, and I need to stop. So it's actually hindering my creativity and my crafting, I feel like. And so I'm going to go on a 5-day crafty no spend. There's a couple exceptions to the rule, of course. There's one item that I have already ordered that I haven't paid for yet. And when that comes in, I'm going to pay for that, and that's Crafty. And then the other thing that I'm not going to include in there are estate sales. I don't know if I'm going to go to any in the next 5 days or not, but if I do, I want to be allowed to do that within reason, of course. It's my entertainment. It's the stuff that I do with my mom and my kids, and I just have a good time with it, and I don't want to stop doing that just because I'm on a crafty no spend. But I am going to watch what I'm spending there. But I think that this will help. Let's see what the 5 days does. Hold me accountable, friends, and let's see if I can get to crafting finally. I really need to do that. I think that shopping sort of allows me to put off crafting that I'm nervous about. For instance, I've been collecting my strawberry stuff for a long time now. There's a lot of buildup in my mind, and I think that these need to turn out perfect. And so I think that I'm sort of spending, trying to put the creating off so that I don't fail this perfect journal that I want to make, right? So let me know if you guys face anything like this. I don't know if I'm the only crazy one out there, but these are just my feelings that I'm having right now, and I thought I'd share them with you. But anyway, I hope that everybody's doing well, and I hope that you're having a great summer so far if you're in this part of the world. And until next time, friends, I can't wait to talk to you again, and love ya. Bye-bye.